Hello friends, Mav's back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Thanks for hanging with me so long with this one. We let a bunch of cycles go by, we did a bunch of cleanup around the base, and we queued up what I'm going to use to cool the base down from now on. My goal is I'm going to use this assembly to cool the base. I'm going to cut off these lines coming off here, and I'm going to just dedicate this one up here to food. So I got it started, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak the petroleum out of this guy right here, who's been sitting here for several hundred cycles with nothing to do. So we're going to fully pull that petroleum out. Why is it not going? Why no go? Because we hooked it up to the wrong side. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. Let's hook it up to the correct side, and then maybe it'll come out. And then what I did is I set it up so that once it starts going here, it'll come across here, and half of it'll go in this tank and half of it'll go in this tank. And I'm going to have two separate loops, and I've queued up the beginning loops here. I'm going to get these aqua tuners started. I'm going to get them set up so that they're cooling down the oil that's going to start this system. And then also I ran a power spine down the left hand side of the map. That's going to be a permanent structure eventually once I get through all this. So are we coming? There we go. So now we've got our petroleum moving in, and so we'll get the petroleum to fill these two reservoirs up here, and then we're going to start we're going to get this closed up, and we're going to start putting water in. So we've got this side closed. This is my little heat trap here. We'll get that one started so that we'll create ourselves a vacuum. That'll be a vacuum so that we don't let any heat out. And then, so these guys they're set at 44.3 degrees Fahrenheit. I think I'm just going to leave them there for now and just see where things go. I don't think we need to get much cooler than that. But there we go. We've got these guys filled up, and they're going to backfill up into their respective reservoirs. And then we can finally get rid of these two tanks. These two petroleum tanks have been here for a long time. Been waiting to get rid of those. So yeah, the big problem with this guy is, again, we're at the point where we're picking up too much heat. We cannot cool down the sleet wheat far enough. We got a whole bunch of lettuce that is all needs to be picked up. Apparently we're not picking up the lettuce fast enough, are we? But we got a printable time here. What do we got? Let's see. Let's not take food on the main planet. Let's take food over here on this one. And we've done a little bit of work over here as well. We finally got all the water out. Yay! And we've got this plumbing. Actually, we can get rid of this pump while we're here, because no reason to have it here anymore. We'll get rid of that. And then this pump over here is still draining what's in this to backfill these, which are flowing into here. So if it's polluted water, it's going through the system and getting cleaned. If it's regular water or ethanol, it's going into these. And we're not going to have enough room for all of it. I'm going to have to figure something else out here pretty soon. But anyway, then I'm going to put this little bit of a heat shield right here so that the volcano doesn't smoke us out again. Although it might be overpressured at this point, so it might not even work. I extended the roof further across the top of the base. We're going to get that sealed in and start putting some drywall in. Oops, we got the wrong button. Started putting some drywall in because I don't want to lose what little bit of oxygen we might actually have. So we'll slap those guys in right quick. There we go. Looks like we need another one right there. All right, let's head back to main planet. And so where we're at right now is we're back to the point where we're making tons of food again. Mostly what we're making is gristleberry. We are making a lot of lettuce. We're getting a few other things made, but man, our fish are just laying eggs like crazy. We're constantly letting new fish out. So we're getting ready to get rid of this water pit, although it probably won't happen for the next couple of cycles here. We are taking the cold slush geyser water and we're mixing it. Come on, save. We're mixing it in this tank with the water coming from here, because I was running into a problem where the cold slush was just too cold, and it kept breaking the pipes as soon as we cleaned the polluted water and made it into fresh water. It was breaking the pipes. So we're mixing it right here so that the polluted water is coming out, well, not quite above freezing, but it's closer. As a matter of fact, it's probably not working anymore because there's no more polluted water on this side. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll just cut that for now, because I don't want to go through the hassle of breaking pipes again like it was for a while. So, and then we've got our big giant water tank finished, and I've been pumping the fluids from this side up there, and now that we're running out of water on this side, let's do that. And we'll get ourselves a little bit more moisture to pump out on this side. And then we'll keep pumping all this stuff up there. Unfortunately, I think what's going to happen is we're going to end up, the crude oil is going to come down here into our system, that's fine, but the petroleum is ending up over here, and because I don't have another filter set, and that's just going to be the way it is for now. I think we're not going to worry about it. But this is now melting rather rapidly. This was a big whole ice biome here, but it is going away. And yeah, we're getting there. So let's see how. Oh, and I did also route the cold slush geyser water coming here. I routed it over this desalinator because it was hot, and I was hoping to warm. Actually, I was more hoping to warm up the polluted water coming in. It just never quite warmed it up enough, which is why I started sticking. I was trying to mix the polluted water in that tank, and that turned out to be a good idea, but not quite enough. So we are almost done with that tank. Very good. So let's see here. We've got our vacuum over here. That's good. And then on this side, we need to close that in. Oh, no, actually, no, we're not going to close it in completely yet. We'll close that side in. Once these are full, we're going to start pumping water in right here. And as a matter of fact, I think we can start doing that right now anyway. I think we'll just do that, because we need the water in here, and we're going to just stick fresh water in here. This is going in at 76 degrees. We've cooled it down already a little bit, but it is what it is. And do we have a backflow water? Yeah, good. We've stored up sufficient water on this side. We can start watering our plants up there again. I think one of the big problems we're running into is all the water supply for the entire base comes off this pipe right here. So the best we can do is 10 kilograms a second. So we need to find some alternative ways of divvying up our water supply a little bit. But here we go. We're almost there. Almost. There we go. Deconstruct that guy. and we'll take this pipe out on our way through, because we're not planning on using this pipe ever again. This one was temporary as temporary gets. There we go. And then we will demolish right up to there. Okay, so now we've got our petroleum in here. Perfect. And it looks like it divided up very close to half and half. We've got 3650 here, and we got 3920. Close enough. Okay, and then we need to come over here, and I think we're going to end up needing to deconstruct this tile, because we're going to end up with the water bubble, the air bubble right there, the carbon dioxide bubble, and that'll just irritate me if it's there. Problem is, we're also going to drop in a piece of granite when we do that, and so we'll have a granite chip right there, and that's going to irritate me. Ooh, I don't know which one will irritate me more. Ooh boy. All right. Well, this is going to take a little bit to fill that up. That'll be fine. What we could do, actually, since we've got our power hooked up already, what do you think? We could, let's see, let's deconstruct this right here. Take that apart, because we don't want the petroleum mixing anymore. We're making two different loops. So we'll deconstruct that first, and then we will hook these up and let them start cooking. Might as well start heating this water up, because it's going to take a while. Let's see. The only other thing I could have done is I could have left this guy open. No, because if I make a vacuum, then I'd have to rebuild that tile. Yeah, I don't think it would work. Okay, save. Okay, save. There we go. Yeah, because then I'd still have to go back in there, and then how do I break in there? I guess what I need to do when I build these is build a liquid lock to come in, and then I could vacuum the whole thing out. Oh, well, maybe next time. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Okay. So now we're going to start these are going. So yeah, we're already cooling down the temperature. Very good. And these guys are going to, at first they're going to pump out a bunch of heat, because this was 120 degree Fahrenheit petroleum. So it's going to take a while to cool this stuff down. It's actually going to take a long time to cool this down, because we've got to cool down the average in the tanks. Mav didn't think about that, did he? Well, we're going to spend a lot of electricity making a lot of heat over here for a little while. Yeah, Mav didn't think about that. Oh well. It'll get done eventually. So, how's this water doing? This water is heating up rather quickly. And we're only pumping in half of 10 kilograms a second. So 5 kilograms a second, that's 20 seconds per 100 times 10. That's 200 seconds to get to 1,000 on this bottom. So that's a third of a cycle. So we'll be back in a while. Hopefully my math is done right. Hopefully. So let's see what else we got going on here. So that's all gone. We dropped all this water down here, and we're pumping more fluids out. Very good. And we're keeping the fresh water down here, and we're pumping the polluted and salt water over to this side. Eventually this tank's going to be mostly polluted and salt water, I think. Well, a little dash of petroleum. Let's see. And then next, you know, I have asked for this. I've done this bioscan about 15 times, and nobody has bothered to go in there and submit a bioscan yet. I also trimmed all the abyssalite off of right here the other day, and it's It's dropping some cold out here pretty nicely. This is also going to start melting and become a nice big slushy mess pretty soon. And then this guy needs a bioscan as well. Let's do that one. And I think that's just about it for the gravitas stuff. I mean, there might be a few more things hiding down in here that we haven't seen yet. But not quite. Oh, this was a demolishing project that we started long, long ago that we forgot about and neglected. Let's see. What else we got? So 14.8. We haven't put any carbon dioxide in here in a long time. We're still at 14.8 grams or kilograms. Over here, we're at 315 kilograms. Apparently there's no overpressure for the petroleum generators. They just keep on a-trucking. There is so much carbon dioxide over here. For probably the last 100 cycles or so, we've been just pumping it straight out the top. It's going out into the oblivion because there's nothing we can do with it. So that's going away. Let's think about how we're going to get this water over here. I think the easiest way to do it is going to be if we sneak it through this contraption right here. Problem is we gotta open, we'll open that door and we'll open that door and then we gotta build, ooh, it's not quite gonna work, is it? If we go all the way over to there, and you know what, if we change the tube to this, it wants us to deconstruct this one first. So we'll tear that one out, we'll put that over the top, and then we'll put in this guy. I guess we gotta wait for it to get built. Alright, here it goes. And we'll stick this guy right there. There we go. Okay. And then this will also catch the water going that way too. All this other stuff that's raining down from wherever. Perfect. And then, now that we got this thing, finish it up, guys. So close. You guys always just drag your butts on stuff. Then what we'll do is we'll cut this right here, I think. Oh, you know what? Once we do that, we're not going to have any water supply at all for upstairs. We're cutting our water off to the entire base. And I already tore this line out. Mav, what are you gonna do? I think what we could do, we don't bring that much up with this, do we? This one does not send that much north because so much of the fresh water stays here for the oil wells. Let's see. Before we go ripping this guy off, because this guy is super hot water and he is just set to go downstairs. He's set to go downstairs, but nobody's taking him because we've got it disconnected down here. Oh no, we're sending a little bit at a time. Okay. But again, not much. Well, what is the temperature of the water in here? 79 degrees. Well, What we could, let's see. Could start taking this and dumping it in here to mix, although that's really going to heat this up because we're at 127 already. Well, we're back to putting hot water into the base. We were putting cold water in there for a while. And my grand experiment here seems to have worked a little bit. This edge of the base has gotten cooler, but we kind of figured that was going to happen. What are we going to do with our water, though? I guess the easiest way to do this is to come down here, build a pump, that pulls this up here. But if we're going to do that, why are we pumping it over here? Just pump it up there. So I think the better option is to run this. We'll stop pumping this over here. We'll stop pumping that there for the moment. Problem is, we're going to suck up some petroleum. Huh. We're going to suck up some petroleum. Oh, got a bunch of water in there now, too. I had that all mopped out for a while. Let's see. We'll put this guy back in. Go back here. But I do need to put in another filter. This is an oopsie filter because we're going to pick up crude oil. The crude oil is dealt with. What we're going to pick up is we're going to pick up petroleum. So let's do this. Let's take this liquid filter and we'll put him in right here. And we're going to go in here. We'll come back. We'll build us a couple of tiles. And we need us a reservoir. We're not going to pick up that much petroleum. We're not going to pick up that much at all. We're going to do that. And now we need power. And conductive wire. Let's do it with lead. We burned through a bunch of our lead, didn't we? Probably building that big giant heat exchanger. Oh, let's see. We got us a printable. What do we got? No. Let's take the brine. No big rip. So we're back to making way too much food again. Let's see. What do we got too much food of? I want to stop making as much gristleberry. So we're going to uproot some. What I should be doing with that stuff actually is I should be making berry sludge. I should be making berry sludge. Because that stuff never dies. We need the microbe musher for that. I don't want to put it down there. The food's all up here. Shoot. You know what? Let's get rid of this guy. Food microbe musher. Make it out of gold because then it's pretty. We'll put it right here so we don't have to do any wiring. And then this guy over here, we can stop making gristleberry. Everything else we'll keep making. And come on, guys. Okay, how are we doing on our bathrooms? Everything's still good? Let's see, how's our water doing on the bathrooms? Let's see. Okay, come on. Save's done. Water's doing good. Temperature 97, not too bad. And how are we doing? Oof, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. A lot longer than I thought. Should have gotten a calculator out for that. But we have cooled this down rather significantly. Good job. Nice that that's cooled down. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna do some heat exchangers on top of those. Do that off camera, but I'll run some radiant pipe back there. All right, we got our micro musher. Let's come down here. Berry sludge. This stuff never rots. Oh, we need sleet wheat and bristleberry. Great. That's exactly the problem we've been running into, is we don't have our sleet wheat going. Okay. All right. Now, this guy is going to filter out petroleum. And we're going to do that. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got water coming from downstairs, good. We've got all but the stairs blocked off. We'll block this off. So you guys get that blocked off, then the only way up and down is going to be through that transit tube. Mav better make sure not to mess that up. Here, let's come over here and just build ourselves an emergency ladder right now. Right now, because Mav will make a mistake. Guaranteed. What do we got here? 443 kilograms. We need some more water, guys. Look at that. So we're eating so much water right now, which is good because we got lots of it. How do we get more water? Problem is we got 10 kilograms a second. 10 kilograms a second is all that comes through here. Yeah, we run, the whole heartbeat of our organization runs right through this filter manifold. Nothing we can do about it. Get a little extra water out of this guy. It's hot water though. Oh look, he's gonna be heating that guy up. Here, let's fix it. Let's let that in. We'll let this really cold water in. We're mixing with the really hot water over here. That's mixing with this tepid to hot water coming in here. Oh, we got a mess. What a mess. Okay, so we got our floor done. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for here. We're going to deconstruct this, and we're going to deconstruct that, and we're going to deconstruct this one. And we're going to watch this water just flow on out of here. And see how this is going to go. All right. There's one tile. And there's the top tile. Couldn't do the middle one, could you? And there goes the middle tile. There it goes. Here comes our water. It should go a little faster, you'd think, but game mechanics are what they are, right? There it is. There goes the first blob. Blip, 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 blip. Ew. Look at that rainbow. Blip. That's cool. I guess that's as fast as gravity is in this world. There we go. We're going to suck this whole puddle of water out of here because Mav's getting a little tired of dealing with this bucket of muck right here. And I believe I queued up this sweep command like a couple hundred cycles ago, and I put it on just a low priority, and it hasn't happened yet. Oh well. There it goes. I wonder if the salt water is going to stay on the bottom like this. Huh. But that should pull a lot of the heat that's up here. It's going to take it down there. This should start warming up quite nicely down here. Look at that. Smoking hot water. Oh yeah. This is going to be gone in a couple of cycles. We'll just move all that heat from one spot to another. And then we can tear these walls out, and it'll let that cold in, maybe let some of that heat up. Are we still waiting on this door? Submit bioscan. Oh my gosh, you guys. Can I put this on like red alert? I guess it's not going to matter. Guess it's not going to matter, is it? Save lag, save lag. Oh, I did it right on top of the ladder. That's so funny. Look at that waterfall. Ooh, hot water. Oh yeah, look, it's already heated this side up. Ooh, look at that. It's gonna heat this up. Oh yeah. Yep, it's gonna be nice and toasty in there pretty soon. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. It is definitely getting hot in here. How much water we got? 500 kilograms. We need some more. Need more water. Let's see. Yeah. Uh-oh. Look at how much water we've pulled out of here. I think what we need to do, we're going to have to do this one off camera because we're running a little long on this episode here, is we're going to need to hook this up to let the infinite water storage take care of feeding these plants for a while, because we're using a lot of our water right now for other stuff. All right. Yeah, so next time we're gonna see how this guy turns out. We're gonna get this guy finished next time, and hopefully get our plants fixed so that our food is sorted out correctly, because we've just never done this the right way. All right, well, thanks for hanging with me, guys. Have a good one.